We welcome you inside Richard J. Cody Arena for tonight's presentation of Seton Hall Club Hockey as the Pirates battle against Westchester. Alongside Pat Corsello, I'm Chris Russo. The Pirates coming off a tough loss last week-long layoff against the Stockton Osprey, a 3-1 loss. Pirates will move right to left on your screen. Westchester left to right. Pirates in white, blue trim. Westchester sort of going for a retro LA Kings look.
I gotta say, Chris, I really like the jerseys of Westchester.
It's not a bad look as this one is stopped. Rebound also stopped. That's Joey Yutsis in goal for Seton Hall after getting off, I believe, the last 2 games you said, Pat. No? I believe you said the last 2 games he was off?
Yes, so the last 2 games he was off for.
It was John Fox last week against Stockton.
Yes.
This was thrown out in front, came back to the point. And I believe you said Joey Salvador against Bryn Athens, the 8-4 win. As this was thrown toward the front and wide.
Correct, Chris. So Fox is out tonight as the scratch in the goalies for Seton Hall, and I hope that has nothing to do with the collision he had last week, which we were talking a lot about concussion protocol, so I hope it had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, that's true. There was seemingly no concussion protocol on that incident. It was a game misconduct against Stockton, as this will be an icing. As Fox was involved with a collision, didn't look intentional. It was just a race for the puck, but ended up being a game misconduct against Stockton. Fox did finish the game, didn't play poorly. I mean, that third goal was actually an empty netter. But still, tough finish for him. And he is ultimately scratched a shot on goal by Oldhorn in a save. Ryan Oldhorn with a wraparound, and no, that wouldn't go. The net is knocked off its moorings, so no change for Westchester. Ryan Oldhorn, who you have repeatedly reputed as probably the fastest player on this Seton Hall team.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oldhorn's the fastest player on the team. You see that wraparound right there, and he's been doing it for the last 3-4 games now. Oldhorn's probably the fastest skater on the ice. And
Pirates win the draw, shot on goal, and a save. And that is ultimately covered. In net tonight for Westchester is Austin Stout, an 0-2 year out of Quakertown, Pennsylvania, who, at least as we have listed, has given up 5 goals in his lone appearance so far this year.
all right.
Westchester listed at, I believe, 2-2-0, 0-1 in the conference, losing last night 6-1 to Millersville. This shot goes in. Excellent screen. And Michael Reed slid one as it stayed on the ice. 1-0 Seton Hall in front.
And there you go. You were talking about the 5 goals he's given up in his lone appearance. I was going to say that Seton Hall has to capitalize on that, and they did right there.
At 1:37 of elapsed time, Michael Reed gets his 3rd of the season. Excellent start for Seton Hall.
You see Michael Reed playing on the top line as a freshman for Seton Hall. That just shows you what the coaches think of him.
Out of Hazlitt, New Jersey, an 05 year. Played at St. John Vianney High School, played with the Red Bank Generals. A frequent collaborator in many ways with this Seton Hall team. Number of guys come from the Red Bank Generals. This will be played behind the goal now by Reed. Pass up ice that goes off the stick of Tyler Fearon, one of the starters tonight. No icing. Played now by Evan Key. Outlets, it's redirected. And played at the near wall by Levi Jones. Drop pass comes through for William Dixon, but he is apparently offside. Oh, that shot went on goal at the end of that. It was a little after the whistle, and you heard an O coming from the Seton Hall bench.
Yeah, if you're Seton Hall, you definitely got to talk to the refs about that. I'm sure if Volpe was on the ice, he would definitely have to say something.
And they're talking to Dixon, and he's going to the box. No warning, it looks like. They're making sure he goes in the right box, first off.
There we go. It looks like they talked to him enough, eh?
Yep. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Let's see if that's a minor or if that's just a misconduct penalty. That's a 2:27 of elapsed time. Well, it looks like a misconduct against William Dixon, who, again, it's a little tough to find really trustworthy stats on any given site in this league, but Dixon, as far as we could tell, was actually the leading scorer for this Westchester team with 3 points.
So that's nice to have the leading scorer in the box, and Seton Hall has a chance here to now make it 2-0 early.
It's nice if you're a Seton Hall fan at least, because this one is held in at the point. Now a lot of room, and a shot by Volpe that is held.
That was a close one, Chris. That looked like that almost squeaked through the goalie right there.
Yeah, it looked like Stout was actually giving him a little bit of that post. As a matter of fact, it wasn't really glued to it, but Volpe had all the space in the world. And you can wonder whether he will one-time it if he has that opportunity next time. Volpe laid it onto the back for Matthew Romano. Got it right back. Centering try on the back door. That was Michael Reed, who was reaching for his face mask. This one was held in for a moment, kicked back out.
Now, if you're Seton Hall, you got to think. Stout's not a huge goalie. He's only 5'11", which, compared to me,
I was going to say, I'm 5'11".
Exactly. Yeah. But in terms of goalie height, he's 5'11", so there is a lot of room in that net.
Not exactly Ben Bishop, as this shot is stopped and covered on the rebound. 1:17 left in the power play. 16:49 left in the first. That's true. He is 5'11". Let's see. 5'11", 170. Oh, wow. He's just like me, 5'11", 170.
He is virtually Chris Russo in net.
That's true. That's true. He's not small at all. As this face-off is one off a tie-up by Westchester. Ethan Haas will turn and clear it. The vast majority of players on this Westchester team are actually from Pennsylvania, 22 of 27. As Levi Jones held it in for a moment. Pirates carry back out. It's Liam Hoyt. This one is cleared all the way down.
Now, we were talking about Olhorn before. He's back in the ice now on the power play. I'm going to call a goal for him here in this game.
That is a gutsy call, I gotta say. As he'll play it behind the goal, kicking it off his skate. Just over 30 left in the power play. Olhorn, little chip pass through neutral ice, and a clear-in try by Damon Tozer. Now behind the net, it is Hoyt. Turnover. It can be played and cleared by Matthew Ganley. All the way down, 10 seconds left in the power play. Turnover. Sloppy play here from Seton Hall as Westchester can't really take advantage, but they will finish this kill. They are 1-for-1 on the PK so far tonight. A couple opportunities early on there for Seton Hall, but not really much in the last minute or so.
Yeah, they look all right. They just gotta find their game after being off for a week now.
That is absolutely true. Again, Westchester played last night. Seton Hall last played a week ago tonight. Around the boards, but not out. Held in there by Brendan O'Rourke, whose father is actually doing the camera for us tonight. O'Rourke pinches in. Would have been a hand pass there against Seton Hall. Got to give the O'Rourke's credit, by the way. They're from Rhode Island. That's not an easy trip. As the Pirates can move this up ice out to center, but they lose possession.
We need to see better passes here from Seton Hall. I feel like they get the puck and they're not really sure what to do with it, so they just give it away really quickly. And I think before they give the puck away, they need to figure out where they're going with the puck.
Excellent point, as this is a good forecheck here from Westchester. Played on the left wing, Tyler Fearon goes behind the goal. Fearon into the far corner. Laid it on back to the point. Off the bench, here's a shot that went off the side of the net. That coming off the stick of Tyler O'Leary. Played behind the goal now. A tangle. And Drew Monroe is able to escape with it, if only for a moment. Good forecheck by Tyler Fearon. Pass is redirected. It could have been played by O'Leary, so no icing. Reversed now for Hoyt, the Yonkers, New York native. Oh, what a good move into the slot, but losing control was John Harkins. Chipped off the boards on the left wing to be played by Patrick Wedge. Pirates go for a change. He's able to hold the fort. Reverses, and now the Pirates can try to get a proper forecheck. Stepping up to pinch here is O'Leary. And he holds the zone, if only for a moment, but he does force an icing. So, Pat, what would you say? Would you say it's the breakout passes that have really been the toughest for Seton Hall to this point?
I think partially the breakout passes, but I think just all in general. They're getting the puck, and they're just like, what do I do with it? And then it's leading to some turnovers here. And you saw just now there was a turnover in their defensive zone, and it almost led to a goal right there.
Just instinct for Seton Hall as Westchester wins the draw off the tie-up. Played here at the near wall, and a race for it. Here is William Dixon shooting one. That is stopped by the netminder Yutzis with 13:11 left in this first period. 1-0 Seton Hall in front on a goal by Michael Reed. The face-off here, it'll be Alexander Howieson for Westchester. And Ryan Olhorn for the Pirates. Scramble for this puck, and moving it is McKeever into the slot. Good play by Tozer to knock it away. Carried now by Romano. Shoveled off the hand of Howieson out to center. Now a 2-on-1. Olhorn moving on in. Cross-ice pass, and fanning on that one was Michael Mascolo.
Yeah, bad mistake by Westchester there, leading to a 2-on-1 for Seton Hall.
Also good puck luck for the Pirates as Olhorn was able to chip it out. Pirates with best opportunities since that goal by Reed, and now they're here on the forecheck. Good back check there by Matthew Gamley to knock a man off the puck. Full skated ahead. Drop pass for Howieson, and Westchester is offside. 12:22 left in this first half. You mentioned it again, Olhorn with that. Just a little chip play, and it's not poorly played by Westchester necessarily, just a good bounce. And then you have that breakaway speed there from Olhorn.
You know what they say, speed kills. So when you have the speed with Olhorn there, you can't make mistakes. Because if you do, Seton Hall is going to capitalize.
Again, that's also what it's been with Westchester. A hard hit there. Good clean hit by Levi Jones on Jake Hall behind the play. We mentioned again, it's Westchester being able to pressure the puck carrier. That's been important. As Westchester gets the takeaway. Held in at the right point here by Evan He. Played behind the goal by O'Rourke. Now for O'Leary. Held in at the right point by He. He can't get a shot through the net, so he throws it behind the goal. Playing it behind the net is Bobby Bridges. Bridges on the backhand. Working it into the circle. Here's a shot redirected, and that's off the side of the net. I believe that was actually kicked by a Pirate. Played by Bridges again. Centering try it stopped. Another try, and that one is stopped as well. That's Aiden Schmidt on the doorstep. Here is a shot from the corner that's knocked down by the hand of Jones, but the Pirates are able to clear.
Sorry, Chris, but here it is again. You see the Pirates making these passes, and they're not picking their head up while they make the passes. They're trying to just clear it out of the zone, and then every single pass is going to a Westchester player.
Slot, a fanned one-timer there by Tyler Skolnick. This one will be cleared by the Pirates, and you said they can clear it out, but ultimately these clearly worn-out Pirates will have to stay on the ice.
Yeah, these are some tired players on the ice now. We don't have a clock to see how long they've been on the ice, but it's definitely been a while now.
No, I don't believe our stats team is that good. 10:45 left here in the first period. I don't know why I was saying first half. The broadcasting team not great either. But anyway, 1-0. The Pirates out in front. I mean, it's so early, but you could. Well, face-off's been had now. You'd almost consider if you're the Pirates calling timeout and just using it this early.
I wouldn't disagree, Chris.
Pirates are able to clear. Let's see how many men they can get to the benches. This puck is still in neutral ice. They got 2 off. This one is chipped back out by Volpe. 1, 2 more can change. And so I believe the last one on here is O'Rourke. And this one's turned over. Going down on the play was Ryan Travis. I don't believe he was tripped.
Now you see O'Rourke still on as a defenseman. It's even harder to get off, and here he does right now.
This is the period of the short change, though, as O'Rourke does get off. And finally, the Pirates complete it. Here's a shot that goes off the side of the net. That coming off the stick of Fearon. Fearon reverses. Looks like he was taken down, perhaps. No call on the play. Held in at the left point by Romano. Now laid behind the net. 1-on-2 for the Pirates. Westchester unable to clear. Romano with a shot. That was deflected with a high stick. It'll be played by Westchester. Circling back here, and escaping is Drew Monroe. Monroe across the blue line with a shot that's blocked by Romano. Tozer tangles with Skolnick. It's held in. A centering try. That one was knocked away as the Pirates are able to clear. Good move, and another walk to the front. Shot and a save. Rebound, score! Ryan Olhorn. As it looked like Michael Mascolo did all the work. It's 2-0 Pirates.
What'd I say, Chris? Did I say an Olhorn goal?
Yeah, that's true. You called it.
First period, Ryan Olhorn.
Netting his first goal ever as a Pirate. Do I have that right? My goodness.
According to our statistics, that's what it looks like.
Over the last, 26 games over the last 2 seasons, as it looks like they're getting a new puck. Olhorn gets his first goal as a Pirate, and Mascolo really did all the work walking to the front there.
Yeah, what a play sticking with that, and just the tap in by Olhorn. What a play.
So Olhorn, the first of his Seton Hall career in his 3rd season. As the Pirates carry it ahead on the far side.
Looks like we also have a penalty, do we?
Yes, they were calling a penalty at the time, and under NCAA rules, even though it was delayed penalty and the Pirates scored, that penalty will still be served. So it's a power play for the Pirates. As this is taken in the corner by Mascolo, laid back onto the point for Fearon. Does a good job holding the line against McKeever. Mascolo to the near wall. Volpe is there, as is Romano. They're able to keep it in.
You know, that penalty rule's kind of a nice rule when you're thinking about it for Seton Hall, because it's kind of like a bonus, right?
Yeah.
If they just score, they make it 2-0. They could make it 3-0 here with a power play right after that goal.
It works for them in this instance. Not necessarily so for Westchester, as Fearon works it back to the point. Off the bench is Tozer. Cross ice Romano. Romano, nice slide pass. Here is a shot redirected and blocked it away. Back to the point and out off the stick of Romano. Left wing wedge. And Pirates are offside. Too many stick handles there by Patrick Wedge at the blue line. 37 seconds left in the Seton Hall power play. They are 0 for 1 tonight. Face-off will come in front of that Westchester bench. Looks like it'll be John Harkins, the actual Westchester native, who wins this one. Turnover briefly, but unable to corral it was Liam Hoyt, as this one is cleared. Would have been all alone out in front.
Yeah, so I mean, I was saying things about Seton Hall just throwing the puck away and not picking their head up on passes, but Westchester is doing the same thing. So it's not just Seton Hall. So there was a chance for the Pirates.
Bad giveaway there by the Pirates. Good opportunity, and now breaking in all alone is Dixon. Dixon moving in on Yutsis. Good job by Yutsis to stay with him. Short-handed Dixon, centering try, save with the right pad. That one coming off John Harkins in the slot. Pirates clear, no icing. Patrick Wedge back to get it. Good job there by Yutsis to get himself squared up against both shooters.
Yeah, I mean, after not playing for the last 2 games with Salvador and Fox, you were wondering how he was going to react to a situation like that, and he reacted beautifully.
Has not faced too many big opportunities tonight either, and a shot and a save by the goaltender Stout. That opportunity coming from Michael Talorcio. He stopped the clock with 6:26 left in the first period. Yeah, not too many opportunities that Westchester has gotten necessarily until that brief stretch, 2 in a row.
Hey, they were just testing him, see if he was awake.
Held in, and going down on the play was Nick Zumo. Turned it over, can be carried back by Mason McKeever. McKeever through center, dances to the outside. McKeever goes to the corner, centering try, it's loose. Is it in? They score. That's Alexander Howison. That's his first of the year. It's his first since the 21-22 season for Westchester, and it's 2-1. And it looked like, similar to Muscolo on the goal by Olhorn, Mason McKeever did a lot of the work on that one.
Yeah, that was one of those dirty, greasy goals, and now Westchester's back in this game. We have a 2-1 game.
Mason McKeever, who is helping us out as this one is stopped and covered, who's actually helping us out because he's the only player on the ice tonight who actually has a nameplate on his jersey. As far as I can tell, at least, but I'm pretty sure that is the case.
You know, I was talking about that during the game at Bryn Athyn. Bryn Athyn, all the players had nameplates on their jerseys, and it was really easy.
Really?
Yes, but like you said, it is easier once they have names on the back of their jerseys.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the dilemma for a broadcaster. Is it's not only the whether there are nameplates or not, but also just the colors of the jerseys can make it difficult sometimes. And so, I mean, this is gold lettering. This is pretty clear. So.
Of course, and also if they're wearing the right numbers that are on our sheets.
It's absolutely true. I've worked in a number of leagues where there are just the wrong. I'm pretty sure I did what did I do? A 14U tournament, I think, where pretty much the entire roster, I think, was wrong. Like they didn't have the roster up at all, or the correct roster up on elite prospects, and it was just impossible to judge. But nonetheless, it's mostly right here as Olhorn will carry. This one blockered away. Olhorn takes it now in the far corner. On to the back here is Hoyt. Slides it back across for Olhorn with a wrister. That one is blocked. And limping a little bit is Ethan Haas as he goes to the bench. Long outlet pass onto the stick of Wedge. He clears in. Travis for Julian Sarney. Sarney flips it off the glass. Good outlet pass here for Levi Jones, who loses control, and O'Leary will carry. Sets up Zumo. Worked up ice, but good forecheck again here from Westchester. This shot is intercepted and eventually cleared. 2-1, the Pirates in front. Just over 4 minutes left in the first. Chris Russo along with Pat Corsillo here from Richard J. Cody Arena as there was a collision there back in the Westchester end. Dangerous pass there as that could have easily been intercepted. But it can be carried on the left wing by Jake Hall. Pirates get a partial change. And fortunately so for them, a 2-on-2. Here is a shot that is blockered away, rather padded away. That one coming off the stick of Bobby Bridges. Pirates on the takeaway. On the right wing, knocked off the puck was Michael Talorcio. Westchester will carry the biscuit now. Work it through to center. Could be a 3-on-1, but an excellent job there by Tozer to take it away from Max Bowman. Now it's a 2-on-2 for the Pirates. On the right wing, trying to navigate his way through. Moving the forehand was Reed, but he couldn't get a shot off.
Great job by Reed staying with that.
Tozer with the shot. Good block there by Skolnick. Westchester can carry back out. Good job by Hoyt, forcing Bomer to the outside there. on what could have been a 2-on-1.
I definitely say at the second half of this period now that the Pirates are definitely playing smarter hockey than they were to start.
This one worked back up ice by Seton Hall. Left wing, it's Wedge. A drop pass now for Moscolo. Now Wedge again. They play ping pong. It was centered, but off the stick of the goaltender Stout. Pirates can bring it back out again. And going for a change after the clear is Michael Moscolo. Turnover, carried back now by Wedge. Wedge trying to get a shot off at it, knocked off his stick. Good stick handling here by Matthew Ganley. But only for so long, as it can be carried now by his teammate Ben Baer and dropped back off for Haas. Up ice, Ganley, a trailer Divine. Puck pops high in the air, goes to the dasher and off the glass. 2-on-1 tangle for this puck. And escaping with it is Fearon. Fearon racing on the left wing, decided to pass. Looked like he had a lot of room still as the Pirates touch up onside. Pirates complete a change with under 80 seconds left in this first frame. Good job to work through by Reed. Reed on the left wing, moving to the backhand, trying to cut to the forehand. Good curl and drag as he centers one. Here's a shot and a kick save with the right pad by Stout. That was on Fearon.
You could tell by the plays that Reed is making in this game that he has a lot of confidence playing on that top line.
Just missing it on the back door there was Baer. Baer trying to center one, and it is knocked away, but held in there at the point by Soster. Logan Soster takes it behind the goal. Turned it over to the Pirates, but Westchester able to hold it in, unable to keep possession though. As Volpe will drop it back with under 35 left in the period. Michael Reed fires in off the glass. Played by Westchester. That one went off the dasher and back out to center. Bouncing puck. Can be played by the Pirates once more. This one goes on goal, so no icing. It can be cleared again. Maybe one more opportunity. No, that is not the case. And that'll do it for one. As we get the briefest buzzer we've ever heard. 2-1 favoring Seton Hall after one period of play. The goals for Seton Hall coming off the sticks of Michael Reed, then Ryan Olhorn. The second one we know for sure Michael Moscolo will get an assist on that one. And then for Westchester, it was Alexander Howison coming from Mason McKeever. Two guys with their first goal of the year in this first period. One for each side.
Yeah, and the beginning of the period, like I said, it seemed like despite the goal, Seton Hall needed to find their game, and they were having trouble doing that. And then once it got to around 10-minute mark, they started to find their game. They got the power play. They got a goal from Olhorn, and they're in good position here.
Well, we'll be back in just under 15 minutes. 2-1, the Pirates in front.